Hello, everyone, and welcome back to WP Event Manager Tech Talk powered by WP Event Manager. I'm Navodita Srivastava, Marketing Head at WP Event Manager. This show is where we talk with the people who are building and scaling real technology, not just taking buzzword, and learn from their journey. So today, I'm excited to have Prabhat Mishra with us. He has worked on building high impact tech products, scalable system, SaaS platform, and bring a lot of experience from idea stage to execution and growth. So Prabhat, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Navodita. Thank you for inviting me here in this amazing tech talk, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today.
So for everyone watching live, feel free to drop your question in the chat box. We'll take some of them during the QA towards the end. Okay, so let's start with a bit of your journey, Prabhat. So, can you tell us about your journey so far and how did you get started in tech and what lead you to what you are doing today?
Okay, so honestly, my journey did not start with the big funding, a huge team, or fancy office. It started with the simple realization our education system was not preparing students for the future. I noticed that students were learning theory, but they were not getting exposure to real world technology like robotics, AI, IoT, or innovation based learning. I began by conducting small workshops in school, sometimes with limited resources, but with a very clear purpose to make technology simple, practical, and meaningful for the students. I kept experimenting, I kept learning, failing, improving, and repeating the process. So slowly, those small workshops turned into a structured program, and that vision transformed into Umaga EduTech Private Limited. So today, as founder and CEO, my focus is not just on teaching technology, but on building a mindset of innovation, a mindset of problem solving, a mindset of confidence in the students. My journey has been about converting curiosity into impact and vision into reality.
Okay, so that's amazing. So, what were some key turning point or discussion in your uh, decision in your career that really shape your path?
Okay, so one of the biggest turning point in my life was the decision to step out of comfort and take a risk on myself. Instead of following a safe path, I choose uncertainty with purpose. So another major shift happened when institutions started trusting us not just for short-term workshops, but for full robotics and innovation labs. That's when I realized that this is not just a job, this is a mission. I consciously decided to think like a long-term entrepreneur, not a short-term trainer. That decision shaped Yumaga's growth and my identity as a leader.
Okay, that's so. I love how you connected your journey with the real problem and real user. That bring us to the core theme of today's talk, like how idea turn into product that actually make an impact. So, like a lot of people struggling with a difference between MVP and a perfect product. So, how do you personally define an MVP?
Uh, okay, so in my opinion, in very simple words, an MVP is the most basic version of your product that actually solves the real world problem. It does not have to be perfect, it just has to start, it just has to work. A perfect product is often delayed by overthinking, but an MVP allows us, yeah, MVP allows you to test your idea in the real world. So for me, suppose if a student can learn, understand, and apply something using it, then that product is already successful in its first stage.
Okay, so what are some common mistake founders or like team make when building the first version of a product.
So the biggest mistake is trying to impress instead of trying to solve. And
Okay.
founders often add too many features at once, and sometimes they overcomplicate simple ideas. They ignore real user feedback. They build for ego instead for user needs. The first
Okay.
version should focus on only on the core problem. Everything else can wait.
Yeah, absolutely right. So, like, once you launch a MVP, like, what signal do you look for or decide whether to invest more, like, or kill the idea, or anything, like, what's in your mind at that time?
Uh, okay, so I got your question. So I focus on three main signals.
Okay.
Are user engaging with it regularly? Are they finding real value in it? And are they coming back or recommending it? If user are benefiting and showing interest, we invest and scale. If adoption is weak, we either modify the approach or we quit from that, or we rethink. And if there is zero impact, we don't hesitate to stop and learn from it.
Okay, yeah, that's like seriously, it's a great thing that. So at WP Event Manager, we see a lot of event organizers and business trying to turn their idea into a real digital experience, like event platform, membership communities, online conferences, and so many things. So, from your experience, what advice would you give to teams working in such a space when they are building their first product or a first version or first milestone?
Okay, so if a team is working on their first product, so I will advise them to work on real world problem. They have to look if that product is solving the real user problem or not. First thing. Second, they have to put the very basic functionality in the first version of the product, and they have to go into the market. So there was a movie, I don't have remembered the name exactly, but there was a movie of Irfan Khan, and he was giving some example of the car. Like, if you have car in your home and if you will not start driving it, if you will think, or if you will wait to uh, for all the signals to be green, so you will never get to start driving. So
Right.
this is what I want to recommend here as well. If you are not going to into the market, if you are not giving your solution to the user, you are waiting to make a perfect product, so you will always wait for that. Market gives you the signal. So if you are having a basic version of the product, if that product is solving the basic problem, if that product is having the main and basic functionality, just go into the market, and market will give you the signal to modify that product or to go into
Yeah.
a particular or a perfect into a perfect direction.
Okay, that's really nice. And like so many people were thinking that no, we will wait and do after some time, after and after and after, but that never comes. So
Exactly.
that's why people like thinking that this is not the right time, we will wait till right time, and right time will never come. You have to create your right time. So when
Correct.
idea thing in your create in your mind, you have to start execution, writing, and do so many things to just make the those idea real.
Correct.
So like from a technology perspective, how do you balance moving up fast with keeping things maintainable and scalable? So
I believe in smart speed. So we move
okay.
fast in execution, but disciplined in structure. We build what is necessary first, but we document, we plan, and keep future scalability in mind. Speed should
Okay.
never destroy quality, and quality should never kill momentum. I think balance is the key.
Okay, so how we will go to maintain this speed and balance? because like so many people were think and said that ki, if you are doing work in a hurry way, so that's a create a lots of chances to get a bug or interruption or any misconception happen that create a lots of mess for the product, for the management, like so many things. So how we can going to think that this is the balanced way that we have to work on that?
Okay, so there are few key points, and most of the startup kills themselves because of the funding, because of the financial crisis. So the first thing is that you have to manage your finance. Second, grow with the market, grow with the market signal, grow with the market momentum. What market is asking you to give into your product or give into your service, or to build into your service, do that only. Just go with the market need. Don't keep too much functionality. Don't keep too many things in a particular thing if the market is not demanding it. So just grow with the market signal. I think this will be the balance way to grow your product.
Yeah, right. So, in your view, what role does user experience play in whether a product succeed or fail?
Okay, so user experience, I think, decides everything. A
Mhm.
product can have advanced technology, but if the user finds it confusing, it will fail. For example,
Okay.
in education especially, if students don't enjoy the learning experience, they disengage. A smooth, simple, and enjoyable user experience ensures adoption and long-term success.
Okay, that's really nice. Like, then how do you like to collect a user feedback without getting lost into so many opinions? Like, how to decide that which is the perfect thing and I need to follow this or that?
So basically, we collect feedback from in our field. We collect feedback from students, teachers, and institutions, but we don't follow all options blindly. We categorize them. We
Mm.
categorize them into three basic or three main categories, like critical feedback, improvement suggestions, and optional ideas. So we focus on what aligns with our mission and long-term vision while filtering our distractions.
Okay, like we work with so many event organizer who want to give attendees a smooth experience from like finding events to registration to attending online or a offline event. So, what are some simple principles and product or for any product or a event tech team can follow to like improve user experience without needing huge budget?
Okay. So the first thing what you said, that user experience should be smooth. Most of the companies, most of the team make a very very does a very wrong thing, that they keep so many things in a particular process where a user can get frustrated. So don't keep so many things in a user journey. Keep it very simple, keep it neat and clean, and I think that will be the best way where you can offer good experience to the user.
Okay. Right. So, like, Uh, can you share an example where user feedback lead a big positive change in a product where you can working on?
Okay, so like teachers told us that students were losing interest during theory or heavy sessions. So based on that advice, or based on that teacher's feedback, we completely redesigned our curriculum, and
Okay.
to to focus 70% on hands-on practical learning and 30% theoretical learning. And that result was an immediate increase in students engagement, and their learning outcome as well. That feedback completely transformed our approach.
Okay, because like in our school and colleges, we always take more focus on theory part. But when we
Correct.
come into the actual life, in the job part, in a career, then the things were completely different. The theory doesn't match with the actual practical section. Like if you are talking about the SDLC process, the ER, the data flow section, when we design or creating a model for any kind of product, then the theory doesn't match with that section. It's completely
Correct.
different. So you are saying that we have to be a more focus on the practical section over the theory. So
Exactly. And even our curriculum, our education system had changed a lot. Like uh, I am not supporting any government, and I am not criticizing any government. But in this government, since 2016 or 17, I'm seeing that they are working very hard in on education sector. They introduced Atal Tinkering Lab in schools. They provided 11,000 schools a huge amount for setting up a lab where schools can teach AI, IoT, robotics kind of things to the students. Now they are providing a funding under PM Sri Yojana to 14,500 schools for setting up that kind of labs and improving their infra as well. They are working with colleges also. They are providing funding to develop incubation centers as well. So this government is focusing on a lot on education sector. And if you will read about NEP or NCF, so now they are introducing more practical than more theoretical part. So even they have removed so many things from the theory part, like Mughal Samraj and all. They are already in the process to remove those kind of theoretical things, which is not necessary for the students sometimes. So I think this government is focusing on that, and world is also evolving. Like whatever we were learning in our time in physics, that physics has converted into robotics. That physics has converted more into IoT. So
right.
whatever computer we were learning, basic computer subject, that computer has changed into artificial intelligence, into programming, different programming languages. So our this world has also evolved. So what I say most of the time, like this world and technology is growing exponentially. So if you want to run with that, you have to grow exponentially. You have to work on your skill, on your education exponentially with that same speed. And I think this government is totally focusing on that thing.
Yeah, I completely agree. But if we are talking about the product section, so like sometimes users say they want everything, like everything in that project. So how do you prioritize like which feature to build and which to say no? Like how we can segregate both things.
Okay, so I always ask one simple question. Does this feature solve the core problem of the user? If the answer is no, we delay or reject it.
Okay.
Prioritize Priority is given to features that add real value, not just visual appeal.
Okay. So, like, but they said that this is our product and I have everything in this. You need to check that, but I want this system to work like this. So, how we can say no to them that this actually not
Uh,
working with?
okay, so there is one thing in startups ecosystem that a founder or entrepreneur get too attached with their product sometimes,
Right.
and that I think that that is the time when he makes or she makes emotional decisions, and he goes or she goes on a wrong direction. So I think do not get too much emotionally attached with your products. uh, as I already said, keep it very simple for the user. Keep user's journey very simple, very neat and clean, and that will be there. You will give the real or good user experience.
Yeah, correct, correct. So, like, what mindset do you think is most important for someone who want to build impactful tech product today?
So the most important mindset is to stay a problem solver, not just a product builder. You need to patience, consistency,
Right.
adaptability, and deep desire to learn. Technology keeps changing, but your mindset defines your longevity.
Right, right. Absolutely. Like if someone is easily in their career and want to move towards the product thing, so where should they start?
Again, start by understanding the user, not just the code. So,
No,
talk
like,
to real people, observe their problems, and ask why instead of how. So,
so how
coding
can we
builds,
start this?
yes. Again, sorry.
Like, how can we think that this is the right path for us and I want to go there? How we decide?
Uh, so actually, I was just saying that coding build tools, but product thinking build solutions. So focus on real world impact, focus on real world problem to solve, and rest. I think user or market will say. So market will give you the signal if the product is perfect or not. You cannot define if your product is perfect or not, and I think nothing is perfect, but market gives you the signal in which direction you have to go.
Okay, so like, is there a book or resource or a habit that has helped you to a lot in your career to build this much of success in your life?
Uh, okay, so the most impactful habit for me is daily learning and reflection. I take time to analyze what worked and what didn't. I believe real field exposure and consistent self improvement. So it have shaped me more than any single book. But there was a book 0 to 1. I think there are many books which I read and which helped me a lot. But one of them was 0 to 1. I think that was a very good book for starting my journey.
Okay. So like we saw lots of things that you have so many labs and you also have a lab in schools and colleges. So what kind of lab is that and how many students were there? What are the success story of yours?
Okay, so basically, we develop uh, innovation labs. We
Okay.
collaborate with the schools, we collaborate with engineering colleges, and we develop an innovation lab. Earlier, we started with robotics lab, but again, as I said, market gives you the signal. So we started getting signals from the market, and we converted it into the innovation lab. So now we set up the lab to teach or to train students on different technologies. We provide them hands-on experience, hands-on learning on different technologies like AI, IoT, robotics, space technology, those kind of things. So we provide them kits, we provide them tools, we provide them experts who train those students on different technologies, and now our students is developing humanoid robot, our student is developing better robot kind of things. Now our student has started working on real like real world product, something like that. So as you see in many videos that China is developing this kind of robot, China is developing those kind of robots. If you will come into our lab, you will see that same kind of impact on a smaller basis, not with that much perfection now for now. But again, those are school students, and they are already
Right.
doing much better than previously they were doing with these kind of tools and with these kind of equipments in their hand. So actually, technology is not just about machines. It's about empowering minds. It's about creating possibilities and shaping the future. So at Umaga EduTech, our mission is to build thinkers, innovators, leaders of tomorrow. And I truly believe when education meets innovation, transformation is inevitable.
Yeah, absolutely right, and agree with your words. So, thank you so much for sharing your journey and your approach to building a product that user actually love. In the like, there have been so many practical insight. Also, you share that about your company, about your labs. So, thank you so much for joining us today. So, thank you so
Thank,
much.
thank you
So,
so much.
like
Thank you, Navodita, for
before
thank you for inviting me here. Yes, yes, please.
before we close, like where can people connect with you or follow your work online? You can share.
Okay, so they can follow me on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram. My account is with the name of Prabhat Mishra. So if they will write Prabhat Mishra, Umaga, UMAGA,
I
they will
shared the
find me
QR
everywhere.
code. Yeah, I shared
Uh,
the QR code on the screen, so people
oh,
will
thank you so much. Thank you.
scan, scan and like direct go on your profile. So who wants to connect with him, they can simply scan this QR code, and you will land with their LinkedIn page. So
Thank you so much.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Navodita. Thank you.
So, to everyone who joined us live, thank you so much for being a part of WP Event Manager Tech Talk. So, this series is brought to you by WP Event Manager, a complete event management solution for WordPress. So, if you are organizing webinar, meetups, tech conference, or a job fair, WP Event Manager help you manage event listing, registration, tickets, and virtual experience from your own website. So you can learn more at WP Event Manager. So many things. So and like quick announcement I have. So don't forget that we have a big breaking news to just to share something. Like our Black Friday sale is now live. So, if you plan to host an event, webinar, job fair, or a conference in 2025, this is the best time to grab your premium add on and bundles at a special discount. So, this is our Black Friday sale. You can check it out, and you can check all the Black Friday deals on wpeventmanager.com. Just look at for the Black Friday banner on the home page, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can don't miss our next Tech Talk. And thanks again, Prabhat, and thanks to everyone for watching us. See you in the next time. Thank you. Bye bye.